A reminder that you can pick up your auction certificates today here. We got a full staff. Debbie's here right now. Suter, Hunter, come on by. Molly, come on by and pick up your certificates if you haven't already done so. And also we've got from Knievel Windows, we've got the storm door, screen door combination, or an entryway door, or a shower door. You pick whatever door you want. $750 gift certificate for $450 from Knievel Windows. And we've got from Mix Mighty Store, we've got $200 gift certificates. They've got new appliances, brand names, some scratch and dent items, and also Ashley Furniture. $200 certificates for $90. HawkFanatic.com is brought to you by Patrick Eads and his staff at Deary Brothers Ford on Mormon Trek. Steve Anderson, Hawkeye Title and Settlement. Mike C. Keys for Cars. GT Carr and his crew at Supple's Building and Remodeling. Supple's Flowers, the home of 1-800-800-ROSE. The Midtown Family Restaurants. Dirk Sterner Taxidermy. Hertine and Stocker Jewelers, 101 South Dubuque Street, downtown Iowa City. Perfect gift for the Christmas seasons in that store. Diamond Dream Sports Academy. Senior Benefits. The Amana Colonies Convention and Visitors Bureau. Premier Automotive in North Liberty. The Oxyokin in the Amanas. Streets Maintenance. Expert Plumbing. And Dr. Lance Forbes Diamond Dental in Cedar Rapids. And Big Dog Tech Solutions. Here's Tom Suter and Pat Harty from HawkFanatic.com.
Okay.
There you go.
Back after a wonderful day in our healthcare system.
How was your,
How's
view?
my keister?
How's your view?
My keister's good.
Now you're just waiting for, did you have any polyps?
One.
You just wait for him to tell you if it's...
Yeah, he said it doesn't look cancerous, but
it's
I have to...
98.1% of them are not cancerous.
Yeah. So I think I have participated in my final colonoscopy, because they say after the age of 75, there's kind of no point.
Well, that's what we were talking about 2 days ago.
Yeah, well, I heard that from a healthcare professional.
But I was telling you before the healthcare professional, because I know more than doctors.
Okay.
Because I work here. And when you walk in here, don't you just gain knowledge?
Some.
I gained a lot.
I mean, I've heard you on here.
I gained a lot of knowledge.
I've heard you on here say before that you know more than doctors and
scientists
and politicians and law enforcement and teachers.
Oh, wait, that was
guidance
Trump.
counselors,
paper boys,
anything.
Paper boys are kind of no longer, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Well, I mean, like the Press Citizen doesn't deliver.
Yeah.
They mail it. Don't they mail it?
Yes.
Yeah, they mail it.
So what do you get? Like
same with the Gazette.
So if it's like our mail, does that mean you get like Monday's paper on the following Wednesday?
It's
like 9 days later.
Well, it's possible.
Why would you even order a newspaper through the mail? I mean, I don't.
It's got puzzles and stuff. That's why Ann does it.
Wow.
She likes doing the puzzles.
Billy used to do the crossword puzzles in pen.
Yeah.
And never got it.
And then
wrong.
the Gazette only prints 3 days a week now, don't
Correct.
they?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so there's the Times.
Quad City?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and the Quad City has one kid. Well, no, there's one kid covering for like 5 newspapers now. Quad Cities, Waterloo, Dubuque. There's one kid who does. They must all just use the same content every day. Isn't that just bizarre?
God, it is.
Where it is now?
It's too bad.
I mean, when I got here, Dubuque used to send somebody. Waterloo, Kevin Evans from Waterloo. Now it's a young kid. I'm sure he does a good job. I don't follow it much, but it's just one kid doing it for like 5 papers.
It's okay. You
it's
got
bizarre.
WHO in Des Moines. Basically, all their programs are on WMT.
Yeah.
It's this, and then
then you got the Gazette printing at the Register. That's another weird dynamic that we have today.
It's just silly.
And I think the
not for
Gazette's,
long. They're going to go to Indiana.
Well, that'll make it even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, their deadline now, I believe, is 7.
Now the deadline will be a week before it goes
Their
out.
deadline will be 9 a.m. Anything that happens 9 a.m., we can't get it. It's just...
Yeah, they're going to move it out. That's where that Adams Publishing or whatever it's called is. they're going to move it out to Indiana.
God, that's awful.
It's sad. I mean, it really is sad.
Yeah, I mean, and there's no turning back. It's never going to come back. And now people get their news. I mean, I know people that go on Twitter to get their news. I mean, there's people that swear by Twitter because that's where the truth is. That's where the fighters are, the rebels and the patriots and the.
See, the bad news there is, yes, there is some truth on there, but
truth.
It's hard to distinguish
There's
sometimes.
some truth, but a lot of it's just fake AI.
Yeah.
The amount of AI stuff, like animals attacking humans, it's not real. I mean, they show a lady unpacking her car from the grocery store, and a big lion comes out of the bushes in suburban wherever and eats her. Gee, I wonder if that's real. But they play it off like it's real.
I get on my phone now, and this just happened in the last couple of days, and it says, and I hit Google, and it says, Steve, can I help you? Leave me the hell alone. And you type that in, and it doesn't like your attitude. It says, that's not the right attitude to have. I don't want the damn phone to talk to me.
No.
No, I don't do much stuff with my you. If I'm looking stuff up, I'm doing it on my desktop usually. Yeah, I don't. I use my phone for.
But it's still the same crap.
Well, yeah, it's still the same thing.
Almost.
But like I said, I don't like to do much on my phone just because it's so small.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just so annoying to have to handle a phone.
I just do everything. I don't go to a.
Yeah, that's your choice. But man, I just the size of the phone and it's.
My fingers are too big for.
They're a necessary evil. That's kind of how I look at cell phones. You got to have one. I get it.
Yeah, you do.
But you don't have to have your life rotate around it. But like I said, I love watching sporting events, and they show people sitting in the front row of some NBA game, and they're not even watching. They're just looking at their cell phone, and there's play taking.
But isn't that strange? Don't you think
I
that's
think
strange?
that's strange, but that's just the way we are now. I mean, people are they're just addicted to their phone.
Okay, so this cartoon came out, Zootopia 2, and it's major. It's very successful, but it has
where neither one of you have you heard it? I haven't.
No, I've never even heard of it.
It's like the #1 movie, and it has been for weeks, and it's got a pith viper in it, and which is a poisonous snake.
Yeah,
and so people all around the world, including this country, are buying pit vipers, and they're highly venomous snakes.
Well, I hope the vipers are successful if people are doing that.
Yeah, I mean, how stupid is that?
I've never wanted to own a snake, let alone a venomous one. But to each his own, I guess.
I think Brother Billy, we used to have a garter snake or two.
I think everybody did.
But that was it.
That was part of growing up.
Yeah, but that was it. I mean, there were no
coral
snakes.
I'll tell you that.
Cobras.
No, I mean, I'd never.
Water moccasins.
I knew some people that had, I think, a rattlesnake, and they had it and it looked miserable.
Why?
I don't, just because they could, and they had it in an aquarium type thing, and it looked miserable. It had no room to move.
Well, of course it was.
And it just looked like it would like to bite you. But
who could blame it?
Did you ever have fish?
No, but we had chameleons.
Okay, never had an aquarium because they're a pain in the ass to keep.
They are, but we had
My brother had a chameleon named Gorgo, and which was a great movie.
Yes, it was.
It was a great movie, 1961.
I was not born.
Yeah, it was. It
doesn't mean it was a bad movie, Pat.
Yes, and then and he had a snake, and the snake got in the washing machine for some reason. It didn't get killed, but it crapped all over all the clothes.
What kind of snake?
I don't know. It wasn't a garter snake. It was a big snake.
Ew.
But it wasn't poison. It wasn't venomous. I don't think. I don't know. Knowing my brother, but yeah, it got into the washing machine and it wrecked a bunch of clothes.
Yeah, I'm not a snake fan.
No, they're too alien.
They're mean. A lot of them, they would prefer to just bite you. Now they'll leave you alone if you leave.
I was going to say,
but if you happen to walk by a rattlesnake and bug it, it's going to probably bite you.
I think what they want to be
solitude.
Left the F alone.
Yeah, but if you mistakenly walk by one, it's not like you're trying to tread on their turf, and yet they'll still bite you.
That was one of my favorite Suter moments. Is when we have endangered king snakes out here, and this thing was. It was at least 8 feet.
Oh my God! It lived.
He came out, and it was in the transmitter room.
Was that when Podolsky was living here?
No,
this
long
was before. And Suter comes out of the transmitter room and goes, "I'm going to stop drinking." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because I thought I saw a snake in there."
Thought I saw a 10-foot
And then you
snake.
found out that it was a snake, and you decided, no, I'm going to keep
Then
drinking.
I said, "Bottoms up."
Bottoms up. I'm going to drink even more.
That snake was here.
Oh my God! But
It was here for years.
So-
It never bothered
No
me.
booze last night?
no, not for
You're going to hit it a
2
little.
or 3 nights.
Going to do a little bit tonight, aren't you?
I don't know.
Come on.
I might.
Honor that colonoscopy. I think.
Well, Ann's got a surgery tomorrow.
So let me
maybe not.
guess. You had nachos, chili, biscuits and gravy, and peanut brittle since you've been.
You
able
mean
to eat?
afterward? No.
Yeah.
Ann made. I got a sausage, egg, and cheese bagel from Brugger's.
Oh, okay.
That's what I had, and then Ann made chicken and brown rice last night. It was great.
I've had that sausage egg and cheese from
Yeah,
Brew. It's okay.
really good.
It's okay. I mean, I'm not a huge egg breakfast sandwich guy.
Yeah, I don't like eggs.
I like eggs, but I don't know. Sometimes. You did Brugger's. Okay, Brugger's is a little different than Panera, but
It is a little. Although Panera's is good too.
yeah, sometimes those things, for some reason, breakfast sandwiches at establishments sometimes don't sit well with me. I don't know what it is. Especially the McDonald's sausage stuff. That's like Dolcolex, you know? Seriously. McDonald's sausage, breakfast sausage.
Wow.
Never had one.
You've never had a McDonald's like
Order today is McDonald's Dulcolax
The only
sausage,
thing I've
egg, and
had
cheese biscuit.
from McDonald's in the morning was I had the steak, and I tell them to leave the egg off of it, the steak bagel. And it's the greasiest. It's pretty good.
Was it good?
But it's so greasy.
Do they still have it?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I never
Oh,
did
yeah.
like McDonald's steaks.
Yeah.
I like the sausage and bacon stuff. I rarely eat that stuff. I mean,
I rarely eat breakfast.
if I go to McDonald's now, which is rarely, I will usually go and get like a hash brown patty, and my order will be like, well, a hash brown patty by itself is almost $3, if you can believe that.
And probably 300 calories.
Now that I looked it up, it's not really that much. It's literally 3 bites, and if you get them when they're warm, they're pretty good. Now the problem is so much of that is timing.
Yeah.
With those fast food joints, but I just don't do it that much. But no, good you got it done, and
Yep. Glad to get it done.
and when you said chicken with brown rice, what kind of chicken?
Baked. Just baked chicken.
Oh, just baked chicken. I do
Put a little butter on it.
that,
salt and pepper.
but now that I have the air fryer, I just throw the chicken, throw a little flour on it, and then put it in the air fryer for like 30 minutes, and it's great fried chicken without actually being fried in all the oil and stuff. It's not near as, and that's the one thing I really love the air fryer for is fried chicken. It makes really
So
good.
you just put flour on it.
I just got
throw it in,
there's
and
this stuff at Hy-Vee called Kentucky flour. It's in the flour section with all the seasonings, and yeah, it's just I just throw a little bit of flour on it, and literally put it in there for 30 minutes.
spices.
Pepper. I'll throw pepper and a little Lowry's, but it's seasoned flour. It's already a seasoned flour, and it's from Kentucky. It says Kentucky seasoned flour, so it's already
Okay.
and it's really good. And that way you don't have. Isn't the bad part of eating fried chicken? You're cooking it and it's soaking in all that
Yes.
oil. Yeah. See, this has none of that. So I mean, in the coating, you don't put a ton on it, but
And the skin has a lot of the fat in it. It has most of the fat in it.
Yeah, that's the good part.
It is
yeah.
a good. I agree.
But it's better for you to cook it in the air fryer than it is in deep.
Yes.
Although it's probably as good as I like the air fryer, nothing beats fried chicken just soaking and
No.
floating in oil. That's
Nope,
seriously,
nothing.
that's the best. I remember my mom's. You could hear it just crackling in the oil as she
You could hear
cooked
it sloshing
Yep,
when it comes out.
And,
yeah.
Yep, and yeah,
I
no,
don't know how the ox yoke does it because it's deep fried chicken, but it's not greasy at all.
No, it isn't.
And it is.
I don't mind a
and
little
it's
grease,
so
to be honest with you.
No.
I'd
it's
rather
so
have a
good.
little grease than have it just be completely dry. I don't like really dry fried chicken.
Their fried chicken is freaking the best.
I mean, I love KFC and
I do too.
and what's the other one? Were they
Popeyes.
Popeye? I like both of their fried chicken. I could eat. I mean, they're both really good. And
Bottom line, we like fried chicken.
how does
Why wouldn't
KFC
you?
do? Do they air fry their stuff? How do
No.
they do? How do they do theirs?
There's pressure cooker. I believe.
That's right. They put them in these big trays and they put them. Yeah, and they pressure cook them. Yeah, because
They're good.
I haven't had KFC in years, but that's not because I don't like it. I just don't get over there much, and seems like when I'm over there in that area, I'm usually going somewhere else. I don't go over there. There's always traffic over there too.
Over by KFC.
That just
true.
There's just a lot of traffic over there.
Yeah,
Always.
there is.
That's Highway 6 and that's always.
Highway 6 and Riverside, yeah.
There's always traffic there, and lots of times beggars.
Yeah.
I know.
A couple out the other day.
You look at the city
knocking on windows.
I do.
See, if they knock on a window,
I don't like
me,
it when they knock on windows.
That would freak me out.
I just ignore them.
No, I just.
Or if they knock really hard all the way down, hey, knock it off, dude. And then they yell and cuss at you. And,
No, I never had that happen. I've seen them on that corner. But
that seems to be the most popular corner in town, isn't it?
I was behind a car that almost hit one because he fell off his chair because he was drunk.
Yeah, and then the car's going to have to deal with the aftermath if that happens.
And he did. He stopped short, and I almost hit him because he stopped. And thank God he stopped short because he would have run the guy over. The guy literally, I saw him, and so did everybody. This was like maybe 3 weeks ago. He just fell off the chair.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
But thank God it wasn't icy, huh? That guy would have just run him over.
I don't understand why it's allowed.
Well, it's allowed
it's
here,
a
but
freaking highway.
It's not allowed in Coralville.
No, it's not allowed in North Liberty. It's not allowed in Chicago. You can't
Well,
sit.
have you ever had a politician on to discuss it?
Huh?
Have you ever had somebody on to discuss it? The
I think
people who
we
vote
have.
for it?
We have. And,
what do they say?
Well, there's our old city attorney. They cited her the freedom of speech and all the freedom to. It's a bunch of crap. There's laws that have been proven in court that could take care of this crap. What it is the city doesn't want to look like it's being mean to the homeless.
Well, we had the same discussion when I was on the library board, and we had ongoing discussions about the very same thing about homeless people coming in to the library and to stay out of the weather because it was warm and they weren't out in the elements. And, so what do you do? The library is supposed to be open to everybody.
And I understand that if they're not
So what do you
creating.
do?
So would they go in there and read, or would they go in there and
No,
sleep?
they go in there and sleep and warm up and just to stay out of the elements.
Yeah, I don't know what the answer is, but
I could bring up one story that I will never understand, that some guy was in there pleasuring himself for 4 hours. How?
Well, he must have been exhausted.
Honest to God. That's what the police report was.
see, that guy should be arrested and
Well,
put in jail.
And
for a while.
eventually he was after 4 hours.
There seems to be a lot of that up here.
Well, there does seem to
A
be
lot
that.
of log flogging in the public, and I don't get it. What's the?
I mean, you can put them in jail for that.
You
but
should.
it's-
Well,
it's
they
disgusting.
arrested him, but I mean, how does it go 4 hours?
Staying power.
Viagra.
I mean, why
Viagra.
didn't somebody turn him in earlier?
Cialis.
Is what.
Well,
I
yeah,
would
that's.
like to
Hey,
know.
that guy's still playing with himself. Can we call the cops? You imagine having to make that arrest?
You're listening to PleasureYourself.com.
You imagine having to put him in handcuffs?
You know, there's a podcast.
See, that's the
There's a
thing,
podcast
though.
for that.
I mean, you can arrest these people, but then they get right back out
And is
because
it-
you can't put them in jail.
And is it
per
usually?
se.
Isn't it usually men that are doing the masturbating too?
Yes.
Yes.
You don't see a lot of reports of women,
No,
No.
there have been on occasion,
but not near as many.
But rarely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's mostly men.
Yeah. Hello.
He should have checked out the self-help book.
Yeah. Well, you cut out, and you're not funny, and you don't add anything to the conversation.
But thanks for calling.
Well, he may have, but we couldn't understand what he said.
Take my word for it. He wouldn't have.
My guess is it was on point talking about pleasuring yourself. My guess.
There's a chance he may be doing it right now.
Hey,
You know, seriously, that's a good theory.
but in his own home,
You think this call will get us to the Hawks?
we can only hope.
No Iowa guest today because finals week and the holidays. Matt Weitzel sent me. I figured that was the case. I mean, there's just a lot going on right now.
Hello.
So I don't know what started this conversation. I got in the car and you were having it.
Yeah.
But my favorite part, Steve, you and I have talked about this, is whenever we have a masturbation story like this, like the one on the Ped Mall where the guy was, or on the Pentacrest. It was like 8 in the morning. He was on a bench waiting for a bus with other people sitting next to him. And nobody says anything or does anything.
They're used to it in this.
See, I don't know how.
This community.
I'm not sure.
Don't you move?
Well, see, I think that would be a natural reaction. Or, hey,
I
dude.
don't know, Suter, how you do it every morning and sit there the whole time.
Wouldn't somebody say, dude, knock it off?
Yeah,
I mean, come
dude,
on.
come on.
It's not that complicated.
If you're in public,
Zip
knock
your
it off.
pants.
Unintended.
Well, there was some guy on that Sky Bridge that would do it every Thursday. They turned him in, and the police came and talked to this one guy. Well, they were looking at him and says, "Oh yeah, he does this every Thursday at this time." What the?
We had people going out there to watch.
Yeah. Well, there was one time, this is probably 10 years ago, but I was driving around the Burns Avenue area, and there was a bus stop, and a guy was whacking it on the corner, and I called the police, not 911, but called the police set and reported it. And they said, where was it? And I said, it's Burns Avenue and Bancroft. They said, oh, yeah, he does that all the time. And that was the reaction.
Was that tap tap?
I don't know.
Well, when I first met Jenny Miller, she was running her dad's Miller Mart, which is now Come and Go, or Maverick.
Maverick.
And anyway, Tap Tap was in front of, on a corner by Hy-Vee, across the street, and doing it. And I said, he does that all the time. Well, should you call the police? They're not going to do that.
I did call the police.
Yeah.
They said, he does that all the time.
Yeah.
And no,
Steve, hey, Steve,
Yeah.
have you noticed that we have a large number of those reports where the guy gets caught and then he winks at the person who caught him?
Yeah.
What's that about?
I don't know. We should go to the
So
Hawks.
we don't have any athletes on today is what you're saying.
Yeah. We should go to the Hawks.
Yeah, probably. I'll see.
Busy day tomorrow. We got McCollum press conference at 9. Then we got Iowa football players at 12:30 and Kirk at 1:30.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be a long day. Yeah, we have nothing. It's good to get it all. I guess this will be our only contact with football before they head down. Before they head down to Tampa for the bowl game, which is what's today, the 17th. So we're 2 weeks from today.
17.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, sure is.
2 weeks from today, the bowl game.
2 weeks from today, I will probably be at our tailgate having some breakfast foods from the Tampa Bay I Club.
Yeah. When do you leave?
Tomorrow.
The 29th,
Okay, because the game's
31st.
and we come back to 1st.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to be down there very long.
No.
Are you flying or driving?
Yes. If we drove, it would take...
Take 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, it would take forever. And
Yeah. I didn't know.
yeah.
Have you ever driven down there?
Yes, several times.
Miserable. I drove to Florida once, and I left from Chicago.
We did it in the band a couple of times, and then Ann and I have done it 2 or 3 times.
Well, when I moved there back in '87, when I moved down there, I went to Chicago first to party for the weekend with my friends, and then my college friends, and then I drove from Chicago to Longboat Key. And man, I remember sleeping for like 4 hours in the near Chattanooga in the Smoky Mountains at a rest area, whatever. But no, it was a long drive.
Yes, it is.
Long drive. And I just bought a new Toyota Corolla, so I had a safe car.
Show off.
An 1986 Toyota Corolla, so it was about a year old. And I remember driving all the way down there, and God, was I glad to get there. And I liked Florida for a while, but I never would want to live there.
We finished up a gig in Newton, Iowa. This was in late December. In Newton, Iowa, it was 20 below zero. I swear to God, loading all the equipment into the
What
truck.
year is this?
1990.
Okay.
Loading all the stuff into the truck, ice cold, and then driving down to Florida. And with every, couple hundred miles, you take off a layer.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And by the time we got down to South Georgia, you were in your short sleeves.
Well, the town, I remember stopping and getting fast food in a town called Corley, Georgia, Corle. I still remember it to this, just the time going in there. I can't remember if it was a McDonald's, but I do remember going into this little town in southern Georgia to get something to eat.
Corley.
God, to think that was almost 40 years ago.
We went when Shane was about 9. We went to Orlando
For Disney World?
Muscatine.
You drove down?
Yeah.
Just share driving, or did you drive the whole way, or stopped at a motel?
Yeah, we stopped.
Yeah.
We stopped one day.
Orlando never. I don't know. To me,
I'm
if I'm going to
with
be
you.
in Florida, I want the ocean there. If I'm going to be in Florida,
100%.
If they just had, it was a rip because they just opened Universal, and they were advertising it heavy and everything. Well, we got there, and maybe 80% of it was closed. It wasn't even done yet.
well, I think there's going to be a good, decent crowd at Iowa's game, and I think this potentially.
I think so too.
I think potentially it has the chance to be one of the best, most competitive bowl games.
I agree.
I mean, if Vanderbilt plays up to its ability, Iowa's going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as the quarterback is insufferable at times,
He is real good.
he's really good. And and I wrote something saying, "Hey, I'll accept your." It was funny. Some guy, the Tuscaloosa columnist guy from the. Basically, just said you need. He just ripped him. I mean, I thought it was a little too strong. I mean, the guy's he's an ass. I mean, he just is.
Yeah.
But
I got nothing to do with his football ability.
somebody with
though.
common sense finally got a hold of him and said, "We got to release an apology." Maybe he did it on his own, but no way. I think there was PR people saying you are a PR disaster. But I accept his apology,
What did
and I
he
also
say?
I got carried away. I think I read it on.
I'm a competitor and I like to win.
I thought I read it Monday. Let me see. I'll find. I retweeted it.
Okay, let me go.
And it's in my.
Okay,
column,
let's take
too.
this call.
Hello.
Hey, Cap, how you doing?
Hey, Paul, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Thomas, you going to go to Tampa?
We are.
Did you watch that Troy game last night?
I did not.
Wow.
Good game.
Very interesting. Troy at Jackson State.
Uh-huh.
What
The
do you
Salute
think,
to
Pat?
Veterans Bowl. Yeah, I'm not interested
but-
in the Salute to Veterans Bowl.
You don't have anything
They're still
against
good.
veterans.
I do not love veterans.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Somebody shoot me.
All right. Anything else, Paul?
No, I just chimed in on my phone. I don't have internet here.
All right. Well, you are forgiven.
Bless you, too.
All right, man. You have a great holiday, okay? He didn't have a lot on his mind today.
You're getting some good silent. There was a little awkward silence there. But here's his apology. Being a part of the Heisman ceremony last night as a finalist was such an honor. As a competitor, just like in everything I do, I wanted to win. To be so close to my dream and come up short was painful. I didn't handle those emotions well at all and did not represent myself the way I wanted to. I have much love and respect for the Heisman voters and the selection process, and I apologize for being disrespectful. It was a mistake, and I'm sorry. To me, why would you not accept? I mean, I accept his apology as a Heisman voter. I mean, of course.
Well, he didn't write that.
No, he didn't, but he still approved it.
Yeah.
And still,
And he said it.
And he goes, Fernando Mendoza is an elite competitor and a deserving winner of the award. I have nothing but respect for his accomplishments as well as the success that Jeremiah and Julian had this season. I've been doubted my whole life. Every step of my journey, I've had to break down doors and fight for
There we
myself
go.
because I've learned that nothing would be handed to me. My family has always been in my corner, and my teammates, coaches, and staff have my six. Remember what we found out with that?
Yeah.
I love them. I'm
remember.
grateful for them, and I wouldn't want anything to distract from that. I look forward to the competing in front of my family and with my team one more time in the Relia Quest Bowl. I mean,
So it's all about him, and ultimately is how that ended up.
yeah, it is, but it's better than nothing.
It is better than what he did.
It's better than what he did,
Yes.
and maybe but look, I mean, his Abdullah has an edge. Let's see, Pavia has 4,018 total yards this year.
So, through the air and through the
3,192 passing yards and 33 touchdowns and 826 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns. Think about that.
That's over 325 yards a game.
And that's in
passing.
the SEC.
Yeah.
So, no, that's what's so unfortunate about this. Like what I wrote, you want to like this kid and admire him and respect him because he is an inspiration if he could just get out of his own way.
And he's fun to watch.
He is fun to watch.
He won't be fun to watch 2 weeks from today, but...
Hello.
Hello. It sounds to me like he was forced into saying, I'm sorry for what I said, but then part of him came back and wanted to let you know really not sorry. I just have to say I'm sorry.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think you're
That sums
spot
it up.
on. Yep.
Yeah.
And also, what are some of the teams that Vanderbilt has played this year?
I mean, they had a tough schedule, but
Yeah, they're in the
had,
SEC.
Yeah, I mean, but they, yeah.
Yeah, their schedules. Everybody's they're in the SEC, so they played good teams. I don't know game for game. We could look.
I did look at it before. I don't have my phone with me, but I did look at it before. Their schedule was plenty good.
Yeah.
Now, didn't they play Alabama?
I can't remember. I can't remember. Their schedule was tough.
Okay. And these two teams that we're going to be playing this weekend, how good are they?
What are we talking about now?
Are we talking men's
Bucknell
basketball?
and
Well, Connecticut's ranked number 1, so they're
Connecticut's number 1. Bucknell is about number 1 million.
yeah.
okay, so the men should be able to handle theirs.
If
But
the men
women have a fight.
The women, I have got the biggest hill to climb that you can have, and the men don't even have a foothill. The men should.
This is being played in Brooklyn.
Yes, and the men are playing
The
in Des
Barclays
Moines.
Center.
And the men are playing in Des Moines.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you guys have a good day.
You bet.
too,
You too,
Carl.
Karen.
Vanderbilt lost to Texas and Alabama. They lost to Texas 34-31. Pavia had 365 passing yards and 43 rushing yards. They lost to Alabama 30-14. Pavia only had 198 passing yards in that game. But God,
See, that would be our second best passing game of the year, wouldn't it?
Oh, it'd be the
Or would it be the first?
It'd be the first. I think Gronowski never hit 200.
No, that's 190.
I know, but he never came. I think it was 186 at record.
Yeah,
I think it was.
you're right.
But yeah, he never came close to 200. And let's see, Pavia, they beat Kentucky 45-17. He had 484 passing yards. They beat Auburn 45-38 in overtime. He had 377 passing yards. Against Missouri, he only had 129 passing yards, and they won 17-10. But that's impressive too, because Missouri got them in a kind of game that Iowa wants to get him in, and they still found a way to win without him packing up a bunch of yards. They beat LSU 31-24, and he only had 160, but he ran for 86. Here's a game. Georgia State, they beat him 70-21. He had 245 passing yards and 86 rushing yards.
So actually, they held him in check.
Well, I'm sure he only played for
10 minutes.
They beat Tennessee 45-24. He had 268 passing yards and 165 rushing yards.
Yikes.
So I mean, he does
Tennessee is pretty good.
He does a good job of backing up what he says. He's just can't get out of his own way.
Yeah.
If you understand what I mean. He
100%.
makes it so hard to like him because he's just kind of insufferable. He's just a self-absorbed jerk in some ways. I hate saying, but he'll be 24. He's 23, so he's not a kid.
Yeah.
And you can't, these college kids. It's different now. I used to always have this. Of course, you're not going to be as critical about college kids as you are pro. There's a difference. But college kids now are a lot older these days now, and they're getting paid a lot of money.
And
so it's a little bit different now. It's a little bit different.
Well, I would call him he's not a kid. He might be going to college. He might be.
And I will say he had heart. He went to Virginia Military Institute. He had no New Mexico Military Institute coming out of high school. Then he transferred to New Mexico State. He had like 2 offers. He was doubted. Part of the reason he's doubted is they list him at 6 foot. He's more like 5'10".
Yeah.
They list him at 6 foot 207. He's more like 5'10", probably 215. He's a stocky. I mean, he's got some girth to him. But he has been doubted his whole life, and he is playing at a stage that's very impressive, and he's doing it at a school with high academic standards too. There's so much to like about this kid.
Yeah.
And yet he makes it hard because he just. But yeah, that apology that was done by people around him. Fortunately, my guess is I would imagine Vanderbilt Sports Information probably had something to do with it. Don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Or his agent.
And I will like to thank Vanderbilt. I reached out to them yesterday for the Pavia, or 2 days ago, I needed some. We have no photos of Pavia, and you can't just go on and use people's. That's without permission. And I wrote them, and within like an hour, they sent me 3 photos of them.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, I thought that was very cool of them. I thanked them for that, and they maybe when they realized what I was writing, they maybe wouldn't have sent them to me. But I wasn't overly critical. I mean, I accept his apology, but he's just got to learn to get out of his own way.
He does.
There's times where it's better just not to say stuff. But I haven't heard anything lately of him saying stuff. So it'll be interesting, though, when everyone gets down there next week and they have the 3 or 4 press conferences prior to the game. It'll be interesting to see if he can withstand saying anything. And I don't think these Iowa players need bulletin board material. I think so much of that is overrated.
Probably.
I know the media waits around.
Off
if he said something.
If he said if you get all you need against a team like Iowa is 7 points.
I would laugh, and then I would be pissed.
It would piss me off.
But it would still be funny. Captain, you're laughing. It would be mean, but I don't think Ethan Hurkett needs that to get motivated.
Probably
is what I'm
not.
saying.
I hope not.
I don't think they're waiting around for bulletin so they can get that emotional edge. They're going to play hard either way. But yeah, if he did say something like that, that would be stupid, but it would cause people like Captain to laugh. You're still laughing at it.
Yes,
The thought of him. Well, all we need to do is score 3 points to beat Iowa.
I don't think that would charge up Ethan Hurkett necessarily, but maybe it would light a fire under the offense a little more, or give them a little something.
All of a sudden, it's just basketball on grass. Iowa's throwing for 400 in the first quarter. Can't even keep up with them. Okay, do you think Gronowski throws for 200 in the bowl game?
No.
150?
Maybe.
I mean, Iowa, I would think, would want to make this a low-scoring game.
We have a shot.
Oh, I think Iowa's got a shot, yeah. I mean,
no, and I think we have a shot to win. But...
Oh, yeah, no, I think Iowa has a shot to win, but I would not be surprised if they lost either.
No.
Hello.
At all.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. One caveat in this whole Diego Pavia thing is that I believe his brothers and his father have been arrested at several Vanderbilt games for public intox and resisting arrest and fighting with the police. So maybe just his upbringing might have had something to do with his chip on his shoulder and stuff.
Yeah, I think they're going to be at our tailgate. No, you're right. They have had some issues. Yeah.
Didn't the father fight one of the sons?
Yeah.
I thought they got into it a little bit.
They did.
Yeah, I mean, they're
high-spirited.
High-spirited, whatever. But it's going to be, like I said, though, potentially this is a really good game on paper. It really is. I've been looking at these bowl matchups, and Iowa, Vanderbilt.
It's one of the best.
It's one of the best.
It is.
It really is, because watch it end up being a scoring fest, because I think, Vanderbilt's defense, well, here, let me just go back. Their defense is
well, you read off the scores. They gave up 20 to 30 points on a number of occasions.
Okay, they beat who is Charleston Southern? They beat them 45-3. Then they gave up 20 to Virginia Tech. They gave up they beat South Carolina 31-7. Let's see, they gave up 35 to who's USU? Who's USU?
Southern Utah?
No, I don't know.
USU.
I'm trying to
I'm looking it up.
Oh, it's Utah State.
Okay.
It's Utah State. They gave up 35. They gave up They gave up 30. Let's see. They gave up 30 to Alabama. They gave up 24 to LSU. They only gave up 10 to Missouri. Their defense ain't bad.
No.
It's a little better than I thought. They gave up 17 to Kentucky.
Hey, they were almost a playoff team. They were on the cusp.
Yeah. They gave up 24 to Tennessee. They gave up 38 to Auburn in overtime, and you know how those overtime games can go. So their defense might be a little better than I think, but I think it's going to be a good game.
I do too, and I'm looking forward to it. And playing Mizzou a couple of times and Kentucky a couple of times, I wasn't very excited about, to be honest with you.
That second game against Kentucky
was awful.
Was brutal.
It was.
Can we take a break?
Yeah.
I need to get a drink.
Pat's going to have some quick throat surgery, and we'll be right back.
1-800-800-ROSE. 1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist is the only number you need to know to send flowers anywhere in the country or Canada from anywhere in the country. 1-800-800-ROSE. It's so easy. Just remember one number. 1-800-800-ROSE. Your FTD florist. 1-800-800-ROSE. Remember,
for a gift that your loved one will treasure for a lifetime, find it at our family-owned jewelry store in Iowa City, Hertine and Stocker Jewelers.
We can show you diamond engagement rings, colored stones, fashion jewelry, and watches.
Our jewelers are on site, so we can design jewelry for that special person in your life.
We are Hertine and Stocker, serving Iowa City and the surrounding area for 3 generations.
Hertine and Stocker Jewelers, downtown Iowa City, and HertineandStockerJewelers.com. As for Willa, Terry, Tim, or Kate, one of us is always there.
Don't wait for an emergency to get a backup for your car keys. Unlike the olden days, car keys have gotten extremely complex. Mike's eKeys for Cars can generate the most technically advanced automotive keys that are on the market today. For spares and lost keys, Mike's eKeys for Cars can produce most conventional transponder, high security, and remote head keys. Mike's eKeys for Cars will keep you on the road. Call 319-330-9185 and schedule an appointment today. Don't wait until it's too late. Call 319-330-9185 today.
Hi, this is Jill Sterner with Sterner Taxidermy in Lone Tree. It's hunting season again, and I'm inviting all of you hunters to follow us on our Facebook page. You can view Dirk's award-winning artistry, his workmanship that he completes with each individual piece. We can be reached at 319-330-1774. Again, 319-330-1774.
Hanging lights is a pain. Dealing with blown bulbs, dangerous installations, and the endless rat's nest of cords, there's gotta be a better way, and now there is. Illuma Lights Permanent Outdoor Lighting from Big Dog Tech. Illuma Lights provides illumination for every occasion. Holiday lighting, accent lights, security, and of course, lighting for the best season, football season. The Illuma Lights app lets you create your own patterns with color, motion, brightness, and static control over every individual light, or use Big Dog's presets to transform your home or business. The professionally installed track system makes Illuma Lights LEDs virtually disappear until you turn them on. Rated at 50,000 hours, you'll enjoy stress-free convenience for years to come. No more ladders, no more hooks, no more wifey's dirty looks. That's the song you'll be singing all year long with Illuma Lights Permanent Outdoor Lighting from Big Dog Tech. Find out more at BigDogTek.net or call 319-395-0800.
Hi, I'm Jim Street, owner of Streets Maintenance. As a licensed, insured, and bonded master plumber, I specialize in all plumbing repairs, including but not limited to water heater and sump pumps to toilet and faucet repairs and replacements. As an Iowa City native, I know how frustrating it can be when any part of your plumbing system breaks down. That's why I only use trusted brands and quality materials. I offer same-day, next-day service coupled with a fair price. I also offer general services to mobile homes. For more information about my business, I'm online at streetsmaintenance.com and Facebook, or give me a call at 400-4483, 400-4483.
Streets Maintenance, honest plumbing at a fair price.
On an athletic team, you need team players, good athletes, superior equipment, and the best coaches available. In real estate, you need to have a good title and settlement team at your disposal. Hi, this is Steve Anderson. Whether you're buying, selling, or refinancing, you need quality title and settlement services. Consider the team at Hawkeye Title. Give us a call at 351-8600. Hawkeye Title and Settlement, the team you love, the people you trust.
It's that wonderful time of the year. Moments of eating too much, spending time with family, in some cases maybe even trying to avoid family. However you choose to celebrate, the Diamond Dental team of Dr. Forbes, Kate, Michelle, and Michaela would like to wish everyone a happy, healthy, and safe holiday. Here is hoping you enjoy every minute of this joyous time of the year. Rest assured, Diamond Dental is here, providing superior care for your entire family during the holiday season and all year long.
This is Leah Pasha, and I've been saying, hit a deer, call Premier, for years. But it's time for something new. It's still where you need to go for deer divots and door dings, as well as damaged dashboards. That's what my dad Nathan's driving at and dreams about. Why not say, when your car is dinged, be a deer and call Premier? I think Dad's going to love that. Premier Automotive, North Liberty's premier auto body repair shop.
Be a deer and call Premier Auto Body in North Liberty.
Diamond Dream Sports Academy, 20,000 square foot indoor facility, holds 8 batting cages, space for infield work, space for throwing and pitching and all your arm care needs. Offers private instruction, group lessons, camps and clinics, leagues, memberships. Rentals available at Diamond Dreams is open to the public.
Our top level instructors include former professional, college, and Olympic athletes. Our coaches will help these athletes achieve their full athletic potential, develop a strong work ethic, and a solid base to build. The last thing you want to do is look back and wish you had worked or played harder.
Locally owned and established in 2005, Diamond Dreams is Eastern Iowa's premier training facility. Located at 2905 Stoner Court, North Liberty. Call today and reserve your time. 319-665-2173. 319-665-2173.
When you go to a family restaurant, you want three things. One, a wide selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. Two, you want those selections to be affordable and delicious. And three, you want to be treated like family. You get all three at the Midtown Family Restaurant. Breakfast items available anytime the doors are open. Legendary tenderloins, onion rings, and hot roast beef sandwiches. Daily specials at each location, and no matter if you're coming in solo or with a group of 20, you get the same special family treatment. The Midtown Family Restaurants at Court and Scott Streets and at the Walmart Plaza on Highway 1 West. Follow them on Facebook or at MidtownFamily.com. The family's waiting for you. GT Carr, owner of Supple's Building and Remodeling, has been offering unmatched service and quality for over 25 years. The trained professionals at Supple's Building and Remodeling will install and guarantee the products used in any job, no matter how big or small. They also stand behind their work and offer no-nonsense, exceptional customer service from design to completion and beyond. Whether it's a simple window replacement or a major house addition, you'll have the confidence that Supple's Building and Remodeling is committed to quality. Visit supples.net or call them today at 319-337-2246.
Hi, this is Tiffany at Senior Benefits. Are you confused with Medicare questions, anything having to do with Medicare? I take care of all Medicare customers, people under 65. I also do life insurance, long-term care, cancer insurance. I'm here to help you navigate any questions that you may be having or frustrations and anxiety that you may have with Medicare or insurance in general. Give me, Tiffany Rao, a call at 319-631-4795.
When someone is kind enough to share their time with us, we better make it worth their while.
They don't want to do people call it the game, right?
Patrick Eads and Terry Adams of Deary Brothers Ford talk about what here for you means to them.
You don't have to spend a half a day in our dealership to get that good competitive price. We just want to try to deliver that to you up front.
And that makes me feel good, makes me proud.
Because that's what people want. They want a fair, honest deal.
As far as a statement here for you, we want to not just say it, but live it.
Find out what it means to you at Deary Ford in Iowa City.
This holiday season, step into the magic of the Amana Colony. Stroll through historic villages glowing with twinkling lights. Discover handcrafted gifts, local art, and one-of-a-kind treasures you won't find anywhere else. From cozy boutiques to our bakery, restaurants, and brewery, the Amana Colonies make holiday shopping feel joyful, not stressful. Make memories, find the perfect gift, and enjoy a getaway close to home. Plan your holiday shopping trip today at AmanaColonies.com.
You hungry? The Oxyokin Sunday Brunch Buffet offers so many choices of fresh entrees, homemade salads, waffles, omelets made to order, pastries, 3 tiers of desserts, and much more. Such a great value. You can always eat out, but not every place serves an experience. Serve 9 until 2. See you this Sunday. You'll always leave happy at the Oxyokin in the heart of Amana.
The Oxyokin.
From the Harty and Stalker Studios in the heart of the Hawkeye Nation, this is the mighty 1630 KCJJ, Iowa City.
Harty and Stalker Jewelers, making memories, making moments.
It is going to be partly cloudy today with a high right around 37 this afternoon. The wind out of the southeast at around 5 to 15. Tonight, cloudy, becoming breezy with rain. Scattered showers developing after midnight tonight. Temperatures will be steady in the upper 30s to near 40. Tomorrow, falling temperatures. We're going to start in the upper 30s. We'll be in the 20s by late afternoon with light rain and wind. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable on the mighty 1630 KCJJ. Outside now, it's 33.
KCJJ weather brought to you by Plum Supply.
Plum Supply, kitchens and baths. Your home never looks so beautiful.
And we are back, and look at this, Pat. This is your arch nemesis. So frappe. Takes a long time to make it. People are behind you in line waiting for their...
And I'm sure it tastes great.
It actually does.
It probably costs, what, $8?
He didn't pay for it.
Tommy bought it for me.
Well, you've bought them before, haven't you? How much are they?
I buy them at McDonald's, and they're like, I don't know, $4.95 or something.
So for 2 of them,
I don't know
$10?
what scooters. How much did it cost, Tommy? Oh.
And there, ladies and gentlemen, lies the problem with America.
Whatever.
Wow. Where were you, Pat, when you found out that on Wednesday, December 17th, Louisiana and Delaware were going to play in the 68 Ventures Bowl.
Where was I when I found out?
Mm-hmm.
Right here. I didn't realize they were playing in that bowl.
They're playing tonight at 7:30.
Yeah, I probably won't be watching. That game has no interest to me whatsoever.
The game before it is the Staff DNA Cure Bowl, Old Dominion in South Florida at 4.
Another game in which there's just not much interest on my part.
No, me neither.
Most of these bowl games are not very appealing.
Well, unfortunately, that's the case.
What's Nebraska's bowl?
Let's see.
Where'd they end up going? I remember reading it.
They are playing Utah in the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl.
That will be an interesting one. And now, since Raiola is, I guess he's entering the portal. That's
what they say.
Doesn't surprise me.
No.
He went to 4 different high schools. He lasted 2 years there. And he's maybe thinking, well, they're not improving as much as I thought they were going to, and I may as well get mine while I can. I mean, I'm
going to get mine while I can.
I think he's got a chance to play in the NFL with that arm strength he has, but I don't think he's a lock.
No.
I mean, for a 5-star, he's been okay. He does have a nice arm. He does throw a nice ball.
He does, but he's a statue.
Not very mobile, but he's a statue, and he doesn't have great pocket awareness. But, yeah, I'm not surprised that he's going into the portal.
Mm-mm.
So, but no, that could be a decent.
Yeah.
Kyle Willingham is retiring as the Utah head coach. He's been there for years, so they're going to have a little extra motivation. So that will be a game I'll watch. Iowa, and then isn't Northwestern in the Detroit thing against like Toledo or something like that?
Yes.
I think it's funny that Penn State and Clemson are in the Pinstripe Bowl. Think about that. 2 blue bloods that are playing in New York City on the date. I don't know what day that is, like the 28th. That's just not a bowl that you would think would get Penn State and Clemson. That shows you kind of seasons they both had this year.
You've got Central Michigan, Northwestern in the Detroit Bowl.
What do they call that now?
The Game Above Sports Bowl.
Okay. Yeah, some of these titles now are just...
It's ridiculous.
But that's just where we're going. You're going to start seeing logos all over jerseys and helmets and what have you, because it's just anything.
It's like NASCAR.
It's going to be anything to make a buck now. That's what it is, and Iowa's going to have to do it too. Some people were, when they announced what they did on the field this year. Who was it?
John Deere.
Yeah, I know some people. I can't believe I thought they handled it about as well as they could. I like where the Slater stuff is now. I really do.
It's fine.
I think he's still getting his due respect. I wish they would have just kept it the Niall Kinnick Kinnick Slater Stadium. But I think Iowa's got to make money. They can't just stand on integrity and no, we're not going to do this. When everybody else is going to do it, you got to do it, or you're going to get passed up. And if it means having to move some legends to a different place on the field so you can put a corporation in there that's going to give you millions of dollars over the years, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Or you're not going to survive. That's just the way it is.
And people say, I don't like the way college sports are heading. Well, that's too bad.
They're headed there.
They're already there.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah.
There's no turning back. This is the way it's going to be. I do think it is interesting, though, how you'll see people they'll resent, this is this kid's third school, blah, blah, blah. What about coaches? I don't get me wrong. I think the world of Ben McCollum. How many different jobs has he had in 3 years?
3.
So, it's not – I don't get the double standard. I just don't get that. And I'm not faulting Ben McCollum for doing what he did. He's climbing the ladder. He's earned all this stuff. But, it just seems like there's a double standard for how student-athletes and how coaches and administrators are judged.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a mess right now. And if they would have just done a better job of easing into this years ago instead of just fighting it until the courts basically said, you can't keep doing this, guys. It's done. You're done. And then it was the floodgates. That's the problem.
That's the problem with everything. We were talking about newspapers and media and everything.
Nobody saw it coming. Or if they did, they ignored it.
They ignore this stuff.
Well, I know newspapers did. I was there.
Yeah. Well, so does college athletics, so do people. People, we got all these streaming services, and they're bitching about them, that they have to watch the game on them, but it's here. And the networks are hurting. The broadcast networks are hurting because of it, but
I can't remember the last time I watched anything I'll watch ABC News every once in a while with the guy who's always talking with his, what's his name, David Muir. He always does stuff with his. I watch that every once in a while at 5:30. I can't remember the last time I watched a show of any type on CBS, NBC, or ABC, of any up-to-date show. I don't watch any of those three networks anymore. Never. Unless there's a sporting event on. You know, if there's some game, that's it. That is literally the only time I watch those channels. It's just.
I watch.
And it used to be, I used to swear by those channels because that's all we had.
Yeah.
I mean, we had CBS, NBC, ABC, and then public television. That was it in the old days. We had 4 channels.
I watch them.
No, I don't watch them at all. No. I couldn't tell you what shows they have on. No. When you say you watch them, what do you watch?
I watch NCIS. I watch Law and Order.
Oh, so you watch old Okay. So
no, they're new.
Oh, Law and Order's still around?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came back. After 10 years, they brought it back.
Because they found out it was chaos. And they were...
Yeah, like I said, I've never watched Law and Order, so I wouldn't know. But no, those networks are dead to me.
Yeah.
You know, the one that
I agree with that 100%.
Well, I watch that. I'll watch Muir to count the number of pharmacy ads they've got on.
It's the news. That half-an-hour broadcast on ABC, it's all one ad after another. They'll squeeze in a 30-second news bit around 5 minutes of advertising. It's nonstop advertising.
Dog kills family of 4.
And that's why I don't...
And they also do, I think, an unfair job of like, they kept keeping you on for the Rolling Stones and something bad... And it ended up being, okay, Keith Richards isn't going to be able to do the tour, but they kept hinting about it throughout the broadcast, thinking it was maybe something way worse. So you stick around, and I thought it was sort of misleading.
Well, No, I watch, if I want to see news, which I don't really anymore, but if I wanted to, I watch CNN. I watch Anderson. That's it. Hello.
Hey, Pat, I got some new shows you'd like, I think. There's one called St. Dennis Medical and another one called The Paper. They're on NBC and Peacock. They're really funny.
I saw The Paper. It was pretty good.
What's it about? A
newspaper? It's a sitcom.
About a newspaper?
Yeah.
It's about
a newspaper.
But it's a sitcom. Do you really like ensemble comedies?
Okay.
If you do, then it'll be for you.
Right.
If you don't, then don't do it.
I have Peacock. I watch it from one sporting event to another. I've never been on Peacock for anything other than usually an Iowa sporting event or something that I can't watch anywhere else. So, but no, I don't know. The major networks, to me, they're kind of like newspapers. They used to be such a big part of my life, and now they're nothing to me anymore. It's just weird.
Well, you're still watching major network shows. You're still watching Andy Griffith and Rockford Files.
But I don't think of CBS, NBC. I mean, I'm watching those not because of the network they're on, because I enjoy the show.
Well, they're not on those
I mean, if CBS started playing old reruns of Andy Griffith, I'd watch them there, you know. But I have no CBS, like they did that thing with what's his name's wife the other day. I don't have any interest in that.
No.
And I heard it was a ratings flop. I mean, CBS is definitely changing their direction.
Well,
and that's their business. Whatever. I don't really care. But it's just so easy not to watch stuff now.
Well, and I don't.
No.
I know we stream it. Every show that we watch, we stream, and we pay a little extra money to excise the commercials whenever we can.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we can't. But
yeah, and
that's our choice.
I really haven't latched on to any. I know there's Yellowstone and there was the Breaking Bad. I watched a little bit of Breaking Bad at first, and I got bored with it.
Here's how bad that Erica Kirk show came. It was a massive ratings. This is the headline: massive ratings flop. MeTV beat it.
Ooh, boy.
Probably because of the Rockford Files.
Svengoolie.
How many viewers did it have? Did it beat News Nation? Doesn't News Nation usually have something like between 35 and 60,000 viewers a night?
It had 1.5 million.
Wow.
Well, in the TV...
Network,
no, but that's even more than I thought.
Network TV... And let's see, the 2554, which is what counts. Yeah, basically it's tied with News Nation. 237,000 in 2554. That is nothing.
Yeah, and I don't watch. Do you watch News Nation? Cuomo, I just can't.
I don't watch. No, seriously, I get the news here in the morning, and I have had enough of it, and I don't. If I want to see something of interest, I'll watch Anderson Cooper, and that's it.
Yeah, I like his report seems somewhat balanced, but that stuff later on, like the Abby Phillip, when she invites all the left and the right, and they yell at each other at a table. I can't.
See, that doesn't interest me.
I can't watch that.
I lived that when I was a kid. I don't need people yelling at each other at a table.
But yeah, I mean, it's just the same stuff every night.
Yeah, no.
And I don't watch. And I don't watch much. I watch still sporting events, but I don't watch much sports outside of a sporting event that I have an interest in. I don't. Nope. I mean, I don't.
Nope.
I really. It's amazing how little sports I watch these days.
Other than those two shows, and I know you think I watch all the time, and I don't. Other than the two shows, the NCIS, and I watch FBI, that's 3 shows, and Law and Order. That's like 3 hours a week that I will watch. And if I have the TV on, I'm watching movies. I'm watching movies on Netflix or Amazon.
Yeah, we tend to be watching series
and
I watch
the
documentaries.
games.
And so
I'll watch documentaries.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch the War Channel a lot. The problem is there's so often where it's interrupted by nothing. It just stops because they don't have
Zen moment.
Well, what they do is they'll
Zen moment pisses me.
They just stop and say we'll return shortly. Sometimes it's 2, 3, 4 minutes where they play elevator music and they'll show like some image of like Iwo Jima or something like that in the background.
What the hell's the Zen moment? What good is it? And it's got. And
it just means it's unsold commercial.
It's unsold commercial space.
I know. Well, show PSAs or something. I don't want to see rabbits in the snow.
But no, the War Channel. The War Channel it's very interesting. They have great documentaries on the War Channel. They really do on everything. They have great Vietnam stuff.
You get PBS, obviously. Yeah. You should watch when you get time, watch Ken Burns' Revolutionary War thing.
I've watched some of that. I've watched some of his stuff. Yeah, and very interesting.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty detailed.
Yeah,
sure.
No, and I just have studied so much of that stuff over the years. There's not a lot that's like new to me, but
there's some.
His stuff on the Civil War. I mean, he's done incredible work. He really has.
Yep.
When I think of documentaries, but Rob Reiner did incredible work. He did great documentaries, and I mean, just what a waste, man.
Mm-hmm.
That seems to have impacted a lot of people. I mean, James Woods came out. Did you see what he said?
And James Woods is
they
do not align politically.
They couldn't be, and he said that. He goes, "We don't agree on anything," but he goes, "This is my friend." He got pretty emotional.
Well, he said that Rob Reiner saved his career.
Yeah. And he goes, we don't agree on anything politically, but he goes, we do agree on one thing. We're both Americans. We want what's best for our country.
Yeah.
We just disagree on how you achieve that. But I watched he got very emotional saying, you got to lay off this guy. He was a great man, and it's just really sad.
It's
just really sad.
It's ridiculous.
Because it was a lot nicer knowing that Rob Reiner was around. I liked him.
And my family lived this with my brother. Not to that extent.
Seeing all the old All in the Family replays?
Yeah.
The one where they got mad okay.
If you've got a guy like this, a kid like this, and you can't do anything about it, and my folks couldn't do anything about my brother, and my brother was pretty out there.
Yes, he was.
And, and embarrassing at times, and evidently, this Conan O'Brien party, he started. First, he kept to himself, the kid, and they knew about his drugs, and they thought he had been off of them. And then all of a sudden, he starts going around and asking people.
He got into it with somebody.
Are you famous?
He got into a fight with somebody. Bill Hader. Yeah, he and Bill Hader got into it. Yeah, I just read something. It's just really sad. I mean, that kid was given every opportunity and break in life, and it didn't work out.
Yeah,
it didn't work out. It's just very sad to think that's how we're going to remember Rob Reiner now. That's
two of my very favorite movies, and I don't like to rewatch movies as a rule, but two of his movies.
When Harry Met,
no. I have watched many times and love it every
time.
time.
I know. Princess Bride.
One.
Yep.
And Spinal Tap.
Okay.
Okay.
I never understood. I never got Spinal Tap. Never worked for me.
Fair enough, but I lived it.
Oh no,
so.
I get it. I just didn't find it interesting.
Few Good Men is my favorite movie from him. That was just
no, that was good.
Freaking excellent to me.
It was,
and I've watched that maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, none of his movies would be my favorite. Like I said, I've never seen The Princess Bride. I know people love it, and I've seen A Few Good Men. I've seen Stand By Me. Stand By Me was okay. I mean, but just his whole body of work and just the way he handled his character on All in the Family. They showed the last scene of him and Archie together when they were getting ready to move to California, and it was pretty touching. And then the scene where Archie got mad because Mike would instead of putting his sock on one foot and sock on the other foot, he'd put his sock and shoe on one foot, and then he'd put his sock and Archie just said,
I wouldn't like that either.
And it was hilarious, man. It was.
The bit was.
I just listened to it.
We played that yesterday.
I listened to it again yesterday. It just, Carroll O'Connor was so talented.
Yes, he was.
I think he's one of the most underrated actors, but maybe he's not underrated.
I don't think he is.
I think he's one of the best actors ever.
Yeah.
I mean, and because I told you as a little kid, when I saw him not being Archie Bunker when I was like 8, I was like, what is that? And my dad's like, that's an actor. That's the actor in the man. And I remember my dad saying that. I couldn't believe that because he was nothing like Archie Bunker.
No,
nothing.
Not at all. And I watched the interview on YouTube that Reiner did, where they're asking him, about his, achievements and everything, and he goes, I could win the Nobel Peace Prize, and the headline's going to be Meathead who wins the Nobel Peace Prize.
I'll tell you what, though, he did a good job of, he overcame being typecast, and he also overcame having a famous father in the same business. You could argue that he outdid his dad. I mean, he was an impressive person. And I just feel terrible for. I mean, what's easy to forget is I believe they have another son, and I know they have a daughter. Don't they have another son too?
Yes.
Think about how their world is.
I think there's 2 daughters, aren't there?
I think there's 1 daughter and 2 sons, if I remember, because they showed a family portrait of them together at some event, and the
daughter found them.
Yeah, and the son did not look good in this photo. The other son looked fine, but what's his name? The one, is it Nick?
I think Nick.
He did not look good. He did not look happy in this photo.
No, he's got it. This will go down that he's psychologized. It's honest to God, and I'm not trying to, but my brother, Tom knows.
Yeah.
My brother was schizophrenic and bipolar.
I get it, but there's a lot of people that are schizophrenic that don't kill their parents.
Snap. Well, and my brother didn't.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying is, it's.
Well, but he was.
But you can't. What I'm saying, I'm not saying. I'm saying that. There's nothing you can do for these people if they will not medicate themselves and they will not change, and they don't feel they have to change.
Fortunately, most of them don't kill their parents.
That is true. The vast majority.
The vast majority don't kill their parents. And just because you're schizophrenic doesn't mean you become a drug addict either. But
a lot of them do.
But not all of them do.
No.
They're not. I mean,
No.
This kid had serious drug problems, and unfortunately, he was in rehab at 15. And it's just a really sad story, and it's not how Rob Reiner's legacy should be remembered.
No.
But sadly it will be. That's just.
It'll certainly be part of it.
That's going to be part of it. Yeah, no, it's sad. But no, you love Princess Bride, don't
you? Love that movie.
Yeah, I've heard other people say it.
Kind of stumbled on it by accident. We generally had one day off when we were in the band and we were playing in a place for a couple of weeks. Went and saw the movie Network. Yeah. Which was really good.
That was good, decent, yeah.
And it was still like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And said, well, let's go see another movie. So something called The Princess Bride. Let's go. What the hell?
Wasn't
Andre the Giant? It was just tremendous.
Wasn't Andre the Giant in it?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
And it was just such a wonderful movie.
Yeah, he had it going in the 80s. I mean, I never saw When Harry Met Sally other than the scene where Meg Ryan's
a good movie.
Having the orgasm in her seat and the rest. And then Rob Reiner's mom says, I want whatever she's having. That was hilarious. That was Rob Reiner's mom in real life.
Yeah.
And she handled that role perfectly.
I didn't know that till now.
Yeah, I knew that a while back. And he was very political, but like James Wood says, you should be able to be political without losing friends, and they stayed friends. They don't agree on anything. I mean,
no,
nothing.
this had nothing. This had absolutely nothing to do with politics.
No, this had just a troubled
zero.
I mean, he's not a troubled youth. He's 32 years old. He was living in their guest house. Again, he had every opportunity. And
he's Molly's age.
Unfortunately, he didn't take advantage of the opportunities that he had, but man, it's tough. Back to the Hawks. Now, we don't have, let's see, the men play.
You never think Molly's going to kill you, do you?
No, never crossed my mind.
Or Amy.
I mean, the men play Saturday, the women play Saturday. Like I said, this week and next week are all pretty slow because it's finals and the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the men after Saturday's Bucknell game, they don't play for 9 days. They play UMass Lowell. I know you're looking forward to that, aren't you?
Big time.
You're a big UMass Lowell fan.
And when is that, Monday?
It's the 29th, I believe, is the UMass Lowell game. I believe
that's when we leave, so we won't be at that one.
Wow. That kill
Gonna
you?
miss it. Gonna miss that one.
I wonder, it'll be interesting to see what kind of attendance they have. It's kind of hard to judge right now how much fans are in on this because, and I'm not knocking their schedule, but they haven't really played any interesting teams to where you're going to get. I do think if they beat Bucknell, I think they're going to have decent Big Ten crowds. I mean, and now
they'll have. Yes, they will.
And if they're, like I said the other day, if they're 7-3 halfway through the Big Ten schedule, the arena's going to be rocking for those last conference games.
I would say
those last home conference games. Even if they're 6-4, I think people will be pretty engaged because if you're 6-4 halfway through, you're on course to make the NCAA tournament.
That's right.
So right now they're 1-1. So we'll see. I mean, but like the other night, the weather wasn't okay, but the opponent, it was Western Michigan. It was a 50-point game, and it wasn't a great crowd. It was okay. It was listed at 10-something, but there weren't 10,000 people.
No.
Not even close. But to me, I kind of read that as the opponent more than anything. I mean, Tom, we've talked about
the home slate this year has
for
been
the men and women.
Ridiculous.
I mean, I've covered every game but one or two, men and women, and none of them have been entertaining. Is it fair to say? I mean, and that's not a knock on Iowa. I'm just stating the fact.
But at least on paper, okay, the women played Drake. On paper, at least, that's somewhat of a rivalry, somewhat interesting.
Somewhat, but not much anymore.
Somewhat.
Drake is kind of trending in the wrong direction. You and I knew that wasn't going to be a game.
Fairfield was pretty good, but they're still...
They ended up winning by what?
20.
Yeah, I remember.
But they were a pesky team. They were a nasty, and will probably be an NCAA team.
But
still,
the men's schedule though, there's just you would hope that Xavier would have been better, but they weren't.
But they weren't. Robert Morris, Western. This is the man. Robert Morris, Western Illinois, Xavier, SEMO, Chicago State, in Western Michigan, and UMass Lowell. I mean, there is nobody other than the Maryland game. There's nobody that is going to buy tickets because of any of their opponents. Maybe Xavier.
The crowd for Maryland was okay.
It was okay.
I thought it was okay to begin, but like Ben says, we're not there yet. We got to keep going. And again, they just got to win. I mean, if they just keep winning, that arena's going.
Well, and that's it.
That's it, and it's simple yet daunting.
The women aren't there by accident. They're there because they have a winning program, and they just had 2 consecutive Final Fours. Of course, people are interested in the women.
And I do think if Fran had made the NCAA tournament in his last year, even with the disconnect, I don't think they would have fired him.
I think you're right.
I think they would have given him another year because they would have said, how do we fire a guy who just let us do another NCAA tournament? But he didn't, so you had the back-to-back years of not getting in combined with the fan support, and that's why I think Iowa felt they had to pull the cord on it. And whether you agree with it or not, I mean, it was a decision they made, and everyone has moved forward. Fran's landed on his feet. And it's I found out the other day, it was interesting. Somebody in the media called me and says, hey, does Connor McCaffrey block you on Twitter like he does me? And I'm like, I have no idea. And I looked, and yes, he does. He's blocked all the Iowa reporters on Twitter. I guess he just wants nothing to, which that's fine. I mean, I never followed him on Twitter. He never followed me. I've never had any problems with, but obviously he's pissed off at the way his father was treated, and I get that as a son, but I also don't think he's very objective.
Well,
either.
he got hacked because people said "Go Hawks" to him
in the airport.
Yeah,
and then he put out a tweet saying, "Why would I?" And didn't he come out on Twitter and say, "Why would I support a university that treated my father that way. Didn't he? Wasn't that sort of, and I mean, I get what he's saying, but Iowa also gave his dad 14 years.
I don't see that the university treated him unfairly or anything like that.
Well, he didn't think he should be fired, but it's his son. I get it. I mean, I get it, but
everybody that's going to be a coach is eventually going to be fired or leave or whatever.
Something,
something.
Yeah. When I found out that he blocked me, I just kind of chuckled because, like I said, I've never had a problem with Connor, and I've never followed him. I don't follow Iowa athletes on Twitter. I don't follow hardly anybody on Twitter. I've never followed Iowa athletes on Twitter. I mean, if that cost me five minutes of a scoop or something, I mean, fine, whatever. I don't care. I just got to wonder, though, if he's that pissed off at Iowa, how does he and Caitlin
you
balance
wonder,
that?
don't you?
Because Caitlin loves Iowa, and deservedly so.
You wondered.
I mean, Iowa.
It has to be
hates the reporters.
Iowa was great. Iowa was great to Caitlin.
No, because Connor is pissed off at the fans because they didn't support Fran.
And I get it as a son. I get it.
Oh, I do too.
I get what he's saying, but I don't know. It just seems a little petty to take it this far. But whatever. If he doesn't want to see our stuff, I mean, it's easy to see when I block people. It's usually people that continually reach out to cause trouble. Then you block them. But if he would have to go out of his way to read our Iowa stuff now, even without blocking us. So, but whatever. That's his decision. I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, he's pissed. Patrick does not block me on Twitter, but Connor and Patrick are very different. Two very different people. And Connor's sticking up for his dad. I get it, but it was a very tough situation. I get it. I'm like I said, I don't think there's any right or wrong in this situation. It was a decision Iowa felt they needed to make, and they made it.
We had 14 years. That's pretty good for coaching.
Yeah, I mean, it was. And, again, the back-to-back not making it to the tournament, coupled with never getting to the second weekend in the fan.
It was just 3 wins in the NCAAs.
Yeah, I think it was altogether. Yeah, and it was just I think
it's not very good, folks.
I think Beth saw the attendance and like, God, we got to do something. There's something we got to do. And even with the new coach, the attendance is still an issue, but there's still winning that needs to be done. I think there's still a wait-and-see attitude with some Iowa fans, don't you?
Oh, 100%.
And more power to them. Everything's been great with McCollum.
It's great.
They're 8-2 and what have you. But I think a lot of people are like, yeah, okay.
I think Ben took a step forward in a lot of people's eyes by playing Iowa State very tough.
I think
because nobody expected it.
Yeah, and I think it makes up for the step I think people thought they took backwards with the Michigan State game. That was not a very galvanizing effort in your season opener. Of course, you don't expect to win at Michigan State, but you also don't expect to basically just run off the floor. That was not a good game.
But he's more Rye University than Fran was.
Well, Fran at the end, when Fran got here, guys, remember, Fran was out. He was doing the circuit. Let's get mad, and everyone liked the fact that,
until he got mad. But he had emotion and what have you. I think Fran eventually just got kind of tired of having to do all those speaking engagements. Remember, the iClub circuit sort of died down for a while, didn't it?
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, there have been a lot of changes there, and Kirk kind of destroyed the iClub tradition.
Well, because they started practicing in the morning.
Yeah.
They didn't do
Someone on the chat room said Connor didn't block Paul.
Well, I've actually talked to a couple other media people I know who don't cover Iowa as much as I do, and he didn't block them. He's basically blocking the people that are producing Iowa content because he doesn't. And yes, we are writing a lot of positive stuff about, but we also wrote a ton of positive stuff about Fran when he first took over. That's what you tend to do.
Yeah, sure.
That's what you tend to do.
By the way, when this is news, 4 Republicans, Speaker Johnson wasn't going to bring up a vote on the Affordable Care subsidies.
I just mailed my first check yesterday.
Well, so 4 Republicans joined with the Democrats to force a vote.
Good.
So they'll be forcing a vote on the subsidies, and they're asking for the subsidies extension for 3 years.
So that mean like mine almost quadrupled. Does that mean if this thing is that
if they vote and if they get enough votes to put the subsidies in, then yes, yours will drop.
Okay. It's still a manageable total, but it did.
They have to go on for you. If they vote against it, they're on record, and
It's manageable for you, but for millions of Americans, it is not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and out of pocket's big. I mean,
well, and our Medicare is going to be affected by it. It's going to, it's going to cover less. It's just, we need.
It'll be interesting to see what he says about health care tonight. Or maybe he won't address it.
We're attacking Venezuela, so, whatever, but anyway, so that's
we want their oil, don't we?
They sure do.
We want their oil.
It's the oil.
That's all it is.
Yep.
That's all it is. They could give a damn.
Okay, before are we getting bad weather again? Are we getting back to another cold?
No.
They said like the high. What's the high for
well,
Saturday?
It's going to be cold.
But in the 20s at the least, right?
Yeah, mid-20s on Thursday.
Yeah, that's fine.
Then it'll get down to 10.
At night? But that's okay, that's fine.
And then it goes to low 30s, low 40s Saturday.
That's great.
And according to, and I hope Mace isn't listening, according to one of the apps on Jim's phone on Christmas, it's supposed to be 52.
See, I don't like that.
There's going to be no white Christmas, folks.
No.
Give it up.
Well, I had a bunch of snow on my deck 2 days ago, and I didn't shovel it off like I did but now it's almost gone.
Yeah.
It just kind of melted by itself.
Yeah, mine's going
This is good, though. We deserve this. Yeah, so, but I'll have Adam. Adam's going to come on 9:30 on Friday, and it will be interesting because neither team will have played many games since we last had him on. This is kind of that lull in the schedule while they take their finals and go through the holidays and what have you, and then everything kind of picks back up with the bowl game, and then right after the bowl game, Big Ten play starts, and boom, we're off and running in 2026.
Because you got, yes, it's finals and everything, holidays. Women are playing UConn.
And I still haven't decided who I'm picking to win the bowl game yet. I don't have a feeling either way yet. I don't really have a feeling. I mean, the other day I was thinking, Vanderbilt's pretty good. I mean,
they are, and both teams are going to be pretty much full strength. I haven't heard of any opt-outs.
Nope, and teams are mostly healthy, and now that could change during practice, what have you. But I can't imagine either team's doing enough at this point in the year to where you're going to risk a lot of injury and what have you. But no, it's just going to be Phil Parker versus Pavia is going to be an interesting matchup.
Think he'll have a shadow?
I don't know. I could see it'd be interesting maybe what they do with Lutmer or Cohen. Oh, yeah. Before I handed out.
Phil kind of wants to play, if he can, play straight up.
I handed out my own individual Iowa football awards yesterday. I'll see if you guys let me see. Where is it? Here we go. I made up my own. I don't know if I'd ever done this before, but stuff like this sometimes moves. My most valuable player is Logan Jones. Not often is a center considered for this kind of award, but Jones is an exception due partly to the circumstances, but also because of his durability and overall performance. The Council Bluff native is the best player on the team's best unit and the best center in college football, according to those who picked him as the winner of the rim, which goes to Jones has been a fixture at center since switching from defensive tackle in 2022, a calming influence amongst all the instability at quarterback. He also helped pave the way for Gronowski this year.
Yep.
So I went that way. And then Best Teammate Award, I gave that to Gronowski. I go for him to come in the way he did, humble and appreciative, and then for him to earn enough trust and respect in just a few months to be named a captain speaks volumes about his character and personality. The former FCS star from South Dakota State has handled the spotlight that shines constantly on the quarterback with class all the way through. He never has made it about himself publicly, so it's easy to assume that he acts the same way with his teammates privately. Gronowski came in with a lot of hype and with a nice chunk of NIL money, which could have caused resentment, but he has made it work mostly just by being a nice guy and a good teammate.
That's true.
And then Most Entertaining Award, I gave that to Caden Weechin. Actions Speak Louder Than Words Award, I gave that to Carson Shar. Doesn't do many interviews, doesn't show up for a lot of press conferences. Lots of times he's got scheduling conflicts, but I'll tell you what, the kid played his ass off.
He had a heck of a year.
He really did play.
Shire was great.
If he could just stay healthy award, Reese Vanderzee. I'm not saying he's injury prone. I think mostly he's been unlucky, but when he's healthy, he's good.
Yep.
He's good. And Emerging Star Award, DJ Vanami, the tight end. I think that speaks for itself.
That's a good call.
The Bob Sanders Award, Xavier Wamka. I think he played. He had a few hits this year that made me think of Bob Sanders. He really did. Mr. Versatility Award, it's got to be Zach Lutmer. He plays cash, cornerback,
tremendous.
safety. And then Most Improved Player Award, I gave that to Cohen Intringer. I mean, he started one game prior to this year, and now he's leaving early for the NFL draft, it looks like. And then the assistant coach of the year, I gave it to George Barnett, hands down. So those are my.
I think that's a good call,
I
too.
did that for the first time this year, just to have something different. But yeah, George Barnett has had a hell of a year. When your offensive line is one of 3 finalists for the Joe Moore Award, and your center's the Remington Trophy winner, you're doing something.
What was it? 2 years ago, people were calling for his head.
Yeah,
well, he's got to go.
They weren't very good 2 years ago because a lot of these guys, they were underclassmen. They were taking their lumps.
They weren't quite ready.
Kirk said, just be patient, And so, yeah. Now, a critic will say, okay, we've been patient, but we lost 5 games last year, and we've got, I mean, I get it, but I still say George Barnett has had a hell of a year this year, and I think the offensive line, to me, I think they have a good chance of winning now. Oregon's offensive line's been really good, too, but Logan Jones winning the Remington over the Oregon center, maybe does that bode well for Iowa?
Maybe
and
it
Joe
does.
Moore? I think Iowa won the Joe Moore Award in 2016 as a lifetime achievement. I didn't think they deserved it in 2016. This year, I think you could make a strong case they deserve it.
You mean last year?
This year. This year. The line this year is up for the Joe Moore Award. No, the line in 2016 won it, I believe, and I didn't think they deserved it. I think that was a lifetime achievement award for Kirk.
So 9 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was the same team that lost to North Dakota State, and I just didn't. I'm pretty sure it was 16 when they won the Joe Moore Award. But I just remember thinking, this seems more like a lifetime achievement award to Kirk. But no, this year, I think a great case could be made for Iowa. And I'm happy for Logan Jones, man. He's a nice kid, nice young man, I should say. Not full of himself, came every Tuesday, represented himself well, dealt with the media the way you'd like him to. And it's just another great case of somebody getting better. I mean, think what Kirk has done for Logan Jones and Tyler Linderbaum. How the decision, that coaching instinct to move them from one position to another has, I mean, Tyler Linderbaum, I think I read where he's going to be making like $150 million in the NFL.
Oh, no, he's making a fortune, and he's earning it.
And he's earning it. But Kirk did that. I mean, he saw, now, Tyler, we like you at defensive tackle, but this is what you should do, and look what it did. I mean, that's the kind of impact a head coach can make.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, anything else?
No, and we won't have well, when we have Adam on, I guess we can advance the games we've been talking about for the last week. But no, it'll be good to talk to Adam, just get his thoughts on, especially what he thinks about the women going in against Connecticut, because that's going to be a tall order.
There's only been 2 teams who have played them tough this year. Michigan played them real tough within 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was one other team that played them tough.
I will be surprised if Iowa gets run off the court. Do I think they're going to win? No. But do I think they're going to lose 92-70? No, I don't think that.
Probably not.
I thought you want to include that before you go off.
Logan Jones, Caden Weechin, and Bo Stevens were recognized Wednesday as All-Americans by the Sporting News. Yeah, those are the 3 guys. I'll tell you what, Bo Stevens, man, he's had a great last year here.
Yes.
Jennings Dunker was kind of the other star lineman coming in, and he's had a good year. He made first team All-Big Ten, but Bo Stevens he's getting a lot of All-American.
And then the lineman that graded out better than any of them was Trevor Locke.
Yeah, and he made third-team All-Big Ten. All 5 of them made at least third-team All-Big Ten.
That's amazing.
So, yeah, this is just – we're getting about one of these a day now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, these
But 'tis the season.
They don't draw a lot I imagine. Because
not.
everyone has them, and it's just – after a while, it's like, okay, it's another news agency – announcing their All-American team. After a while, it gets to be a little mundane. But, no, I mean, it's just Logan Jones is a consensus. He and Bo Stevens are going to be consensus All-American linemen. Rarely do you see 2 guys on the same team doing that.
That's amazing.
It really is amazing. But if you think about it, they ran the ball effectively for the most part this year, but the pass blocking this year was incredible.
Yep.
I mean, there were times when Gronowski just stood back. I'm like, okay, throw it, do something.
And didn't.
And I also think Gronowski helped the pass blocking, too, because I think teams – didn't rush as intensely as they may have with another quarterback because
he can run.
And I think it kind of fed off each other. But no, the offensive line has really performed well this year. It's been a good year for George Barnett. They signed 5 more offensive linemen. So, no, they are really doing well in that position.
And let's hope they stay that way, eh?
Yep. There you go.
All right.
How warm today? What's the high today?
37.
Okay, cool.
Tommy already 37.
Tommy Lang, Captain Steve with police reports are next. HawkFanatic.com. Check it out. It's free.
KCJJ Weather, brought to you